Hello, my name is Perry. This is episode 120 of BPerryFilms Podcast. In today's video, I'll be doing a part 2 to the Cécred unboxing. I went to Ulta to get the rest of the collection. I wanted to test everything out for myself because everybody comes for me for honest reviews and thorough how-tos on how to do everything. I think it's important for people to understand instructions and making sure that you're doing the right thing, such as proper cleaning of your hair, making sure that you don't have too much buildup or overusing of products and stuff like that. Otherwise, your execution's not gonna be that great. So just like in the last video, I might give you a brief summary of what the products are, comparing it to other brands that I use. And like I said, I'll be doing maybe a 2 or 3 month review, letting you know what is my experience using the products and also if I recommend it over other brands. Because that's the whole thing when it comes to starting a new collection and seeing how people adapt to it. And we have to really see how it adapts to our lifestyle. Like this hair care line doesn't retail to me specifically, but there are certain things that I'm interested in, such as the Silk Glaze, the Strong Hold Gel, the Mousse, and a few other products, and the Thermal Mist. And then the other two, I'm gonna just try it out, see what my thoughts are, and I'll try it on some clients as well so you can see it on different textures of hair, and we'll see how everything goes. So this product is called a Strong Hold Gel, and I just washed my hair today and I used some of this today. And I'll show you a quick clip of how I washed my hair. So anyone who knows me, I am serious about my wash day and take every advice that I'm giving you right now. Make sure that you have a clean scalp. I always go in with the clarifying shampoo, then I went in with the hydrating shampoo, and then I went in with the hydrating conditioner. And I'm rinsing all that product out, making sure that I have a clean base because we're going to be trying out this new product, the Strong Hold Gel, for the first time, and I want to see how it compares to my Olaplex number 10 curling defining gel. Now that's done, I'm about to go in with the moisture sealing lotion, and I'm going to show you that you don't need that much product to get the best result. And as you can see, I only use a dime size. I saturate it in my hand and I make sure that my hair is soaking wet so it saturates very easy. And I make sure that I get it through the strands nice and easy. I'm showing you different frames to let you know how I get it through. And like I said, you don't need that much because if you have too much product, it's going to weigh the hair down and it's not going to give you the best result. And I know a lot of people like to shingle and do all that, but that requires too much. And it's a very concentrated product. Now that the hair is damp, I'm going to choose between the Olaplex number 10 and the Strong Hold Gel. As you can see, the 2 different sizes. I opted for the Strong Hold Gel because this is what the review is going to be about. I divide my hair in half and I'm going to be applying the product into 4 sections. And I want to make sure that it gets evenly distributed. And demonstrating now. I'm going to put a little bit of product into my hand, and you only need about a nickel to a quarter size. Rub it into your hand, and you're going to stroke it through your strands. Like I said, you separate your hair into 4s. I work it through because you can always add a little bit as you go along. If you apply too much, your hair is going to come off really stiff and really hard. And even though that this is a Strong Hold Gel, you want to make sure that you have a little bit of movement to it. So I just finished 1 section right there. Now I'm about to apply some more. There's a little bit of a tacky film to it, so you'll feel a little bit in your hand. For me personally, I like to use water to keep my hair nice and loose. Some people opt into getting oil to get rid of the cast, but I go for one or the other. And this is going to be like my second attempt doing a wash and go. This time I'm using product, and before I used to just do it with just air drying. My hair still looks the same. I'll probably do a dedicated video showing you all my results from it, but it does last all day. It lasted me for a good 3 days before I had to rewash my hair. And yeah. Now choosing between the Olaplex number 10 and the Cécred Strong Hold Gel, it's all about what type of effect that you want. Do you want it to last you for more days? How long do you want it to fight frizz? Will all depend on what product that you use. If you want it longer lasting, go with the Olaplex. They're the same price and you get more for your buck. But that's just a thorough review. As you can see from different angles how it looks. And it's just going to air dry like this, and it doesn't change its shape. And just a brief summary on it is that this works up to 450 degrees, just like the whole entire line. I compare this to the Olaplex number 10 Bond Shaper Curling Defining Gel. They're both retail for the same price, $32. And comparing them, I feel like they both give you a cast. They both hold the curls to its natural form. So if you have wavy hair, your hair is going to be wavy. If you have curly hair, your hair is going to be curly. If you have tightly coiled hair, your hair is going to turn out tight coiled. Like I said, they both work up to 450 degrees. It's all about the brand that you want to try. The Olaplex numbers 10 holds up to 6.7 fluid ounces, while the Cécred Strong Hold Gel holds up to 5 ounces. I have seen some tutorials online where people are using the whole bottle. Trust me, you do not need that much. I use about 4/4 worth, which isn't a whole lot. Make sure that your hair is clean, damp, or you can apply it to dry hair. And just put like a little bit. And like, I'll do the allergy test just so you can see what it looks like. Smells like the Cécred Collection. See the consistency. It's a gel. It does not get messy. It's an easy cleanup. What I like about this is that it leaves a soft hold, a soft set. Your hair will still be blowing in the wind. It feels really good, light on the head. You will find a little small film, but if you use the Nourishing Hair Oil or some type of oil that you own, it doesn't have to be Cécred brand, but you just use a little bit of oil, or you can use a spray bottle and spray your hair and it will get rid of most of the casts. And this is supposed to last up to 24 hours. And I must try to keep this style for at least 2 days and see if it holds up, see if my hair gets frizzy, and I will keep you up to date. I'll be posting on TikTok and Instagram along with my journey of using all these different products. Suggest any styles that you want me to try out. This is supposed to promise that there won't be any flaking or any itching. I have seen some videos online where some people have experienced flaking, but it depends on how much you're using. Like I said, you don't need a whole bottle. This could last you for a good 5 or 6 months just on light use. I haven't really used that much, but we'll see how it goes over time. And this is good for if you want to have your hair in a slick pony, or if you want to do the baby hairs. Those of you that are looking for like edge control, this will be a good solution, and it's not hard, it doesn't get sticky. It's an easy cleanup, like I said. Also, something that goes with the Strong Hold Gel is the edge brush. Every time when I look at the packaging, I just think of it like a toothbrush. Ooh, I like this. It's really thick to the hand. You have the teeth right here, and then you have the brush, and then this point right here, well, pull off, and you can part your hair in whatever sections. So I'm gonna refer back to my piece of paper that has all the notes to tell you what it's used for, so we won't get any confusion on how to use it. So with the brush, You can apply a small amount of the Strong Hold Gel. I also want to mention that you should clean these every time when you finish using them so it won't have any product buildup or any bacteria. You want to keep all your tools nice and clean. This retails for $18. They said use your dominant finger to press as an anchor to create the curve created on the comb side, then use the bristles to sweep the ends of the hair into place. For maximum longevity, use a light mist of the bristles with the flexible hold spray for the final smoothing pass. And then you're gonna tie the hair down with a silk or satin scarf for at least 5 to 10 minutes. And silk and satin are a great material because it's not like cotton where it dries out your hair. It actually adds moisture to the hair and helps you retain the moisture. And it's a great solution. Like I said, you don't have to put it on all day. This is supposed to last you for a good 24 hours with the Strong Hold Gel, but it could last you for a couple of days, we're hoping. Like I said, we're trying to compete with Olaplex. Olaplex, you can use a product for a good week without having to worry about it lifting or breaking its flow of curl or wave, whatever your hair texture is. Then on the fine tooth comb part, you can comb out the baby hairs to the front of the face. And then point the teeth in a C motion back towards the hairline. So that's giving you the swoop motion, you know, like people that wear the lace fronts or have the long baby hairs. I think some people are cutting their hairline to get the baby hairs that long, because natural baby hairs are not that long. They don't touch your eyebrows. But for people that are into that look, you can sweep it down in a C motion to give that anchor look. And then the pointed tip part, like I said, you can create different designs like swirls, S shapes, any design that you want to make the style look more sleek or seamless. And I love watching like Korean movies and all the Asian movies because they always are very unique when it comes to their hairstyles, the baby hairs and everything. And I'm interested in seeing what type of designs that people come up with. And this is also good for if you have a pixie cut and you want to do your hair a certain way. And I think you can execute those looks with these two products. And I think this is what these two products are really geared towards. I tried this for the curly hair people. It does work. It has a strong hold, a good cast. Does not leave your hair heavy. You do feel a film, but like I said, good product. All right, the next product on the list is the Foldable Hold Spray. This retails for $38. This is the most expensive product on the line. The rest of them are around $30, $34 price. And this has 8 fluid ounces, like I said. This is a liquid spray, and it shoots out like this. Also smells like the Cécred Collection. The foundation collection. And this is its form. And as you can see, not allergic. This is supposed to be a spray that's supposed to let your hair not feel hard and give you the flow and ease that you need, because a lot of sprays hold styles together and make it more stiff, but this one, it makes your hair flow. And this is good for like if you just finish your roller sets or if you finish your silk press. This is a great final look to give your hair a more shinier appeal. Works up to 450 degrees and it's very lightweight, nice smelling, and the smell lingers. And it's promised that it will help your style last a bit. It's promised that it will give you no crunch, no flaking, and give you a nice shine. So I'll probably try this out tomorrow and see how it works on my hair. Like I said, I'm trying out different styles. I'll probably do a silk press in a couple weeks and see how everything works. and I can't wait to try this out. I don't have any products to compare this to, but anyone who uses hairspray on a regular, you can compare it to other lines. And this is supposed to give you up to 48 hours of anti-frizz, and we will see how this holds up. So I can't wait to use this. A product that a lot of people are excited for is the Volumizing Mousse. This is good for people who have fine hair or people that want more body to their look and give you that extra Farrah Fawcett type of look with the long flowing hair blowing with the wind and the fullness. This retails for $32, and this is 6.7 fluid ounces. And it says press downward. You would use this on damp hair. This has a heat protectant. Like I said, all the products have heat protectant up to 450 degrees, which is good for like if you're on stage. And I had mentioned that sometimes the lights can get up to about 300 degrees. So you can imagine the wear and tear that it does on your hair and always having to repolish it. So having that peace of mind that your hair won't frizz all the time as we're getting into the summer months and dealing with the weather environments, the wind and all that, you know, it's important. So you're gonna use this on damp hair right before you start blow drying. Okay. This feels like cotton candy, and as you can see, it's very soft to the hand. So it's easy to get in the hand and you're just gonna run your fingers through it. Like I said, it's good for people who are looking for full and bouncy hair. Like I said, it's voluminous looks. So all these products can be used on your extensions as long as they're not adhesives. So basically, like if it's not bonded to your scalp, you can use it on your hair. So if you were put on your wig before you put on your hair, or not close to the root. This is supposed to promise up to 24 hours of anti-frizz. Like I said, we'll be testing this out. I'll probably use it on one of my clients and see how it works out on them. And I'll give you a thorough review. And it's supposed to be non-drying and also non-flaking and non-sticky. You can use this, apply it to wet or dry hair, and you will have different results based off of how you decide to do your hair. Same thing with the foam. You can use it to damp or dry hair. Strong Hold Gel, wet or dry hair. And then I think the only one where you would have to use on dry hair is the flexible hold spray. So as you can see, there are a total of 7 products that you can get. Like if you're getting the brush, get the Strong Hold Gel. If you're getting the Silk Glaze, you got the heat protectant right there to go with it. And then the Wrap and Set Foam. This is good for those of you who want to do braids. So just breaking it down. And then if you're into just the natural hair, braids, twist out, curls, the Strong Hold Gel, the Thermal Mist, and the Wrap and Set Foam. Now, if you're into straight hair, everything except for the Strong Hold Gel, unless if you're into the baby hair thing. So this was my initial review on these products. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm gonna do an in-depth review. I'm also doing other hair care lines as well, just giving my thoughts and opinions and helping you guys achieve the looks that you desire. Like I said, I'm in an experimental phase of my life and I'm in trichology school, so I'm trying to maximize as much education I can give to all of you and share everything that I'm learning. And I hope you all enjoy this video and have a happy Q2. And follow me on TikTok and Instagram, BPerryFilms, and then YouTube and Substack, BPerryFilms Experience, LinkedIn, Bobby L. Perry. Thank you.